Today we have got another new in beauty video. These are bits and pieces that we've been sent by PRs recently. We've got a variety of drugstore and luxury bits, so let's get started. Do you want to go?
Shall I start with the most of the luxury things?
Yes.
Alright. This is the latest fragrance from Chanel, and this is their first fragrance release for 15 years, and this is Gabrielle. It is, to my mind, a slightly more floral version of number 5, so if you are a fan of number 5, you will be a huge fan of this. The bottle is magnificent. So this is the design of the bottle. It's got this kind of beveled center, which is absolutely beautiful, and they designed this bottle, they started the design rather in 2009, so this has been a very long time in the making, and it is absolutely exquisite. Complete and utter luxury. Obviously it comes with the Chanel price tag, so bear that in mind if you're looking to invest, but this is a really, really beautiful fragrance, and it lasts exceptionally well. When this arrived in the office, I sprayed it onto my wrist at about 9:30 in the morning, and when I went to shower in the evening, it was still very much present, and it had developed really beautifully over the course of the day. So
you do get what you pay for with Chanel.
You do.
Especially with the fragrances.
Oh. So this will be launching on the 1st of September, and it retails for 2,465 Rand.
Okay, next up I've got some bits from L'Oreal. So they've recently released a whole lot of new shades in their Color Riche Matte range. They all come in these black tubes. It's essentially the same formula as this lipstick, which is my favorite red and I've had it for ages. This is the collection exclusive Julianne's red. It's the same formula. It's very creamy. It looks completely matte, but it is so comfortable. These are the best matte lipsticks I've ever used. I absolutely love them. So I was really excited to see all the new shades. The one I'm wearing today, which is my favorite, is this one, and it is called Plum Tuxedo. It's a beautiful purpley color. It's so good, and it's just, you can even see in the bullet just how rich and matte the lipstick is. It's so gorgeous, so comfy, super long wearing. The color range is quite rich and kind of wintry. There are a lot of reds, there are a couple of bright corals as well. There are a few other darker purpley shades. Those should be in store now, so go and have a look if you are looking for a punchy new lipstick, because I can highly recommend them. They are beautiful. So
staying with the drugstore, we have some new bits from Revlon, which is very exciting. So we got sent this press packet here, which looks like this, and inside there is. Okay, so this is the new Youth Effects range. So in here we have the Fill and Blur foundation, we have the Fill and Blur concealer, we have the Fill and Blur primer for neck and face, and then you have the primer for the forehead. This is looks like nail polish that you paint onto the wrinkles in your forehead to blur them. So I haven't tried this yet, but I'm interested.
So Tati's done a video on this range, and I can't remember what the verdict was, but I will link it below if you guys want to go and have a look, because she always does very good reviews of this stuff.
Yeah, I have used the foundation and the concealer, and I think they're both brilliant. They really, really are great. They do what they say on the tin. They have a nice blurring effect. They're not too drying. I find sometimes blurring products tend to dry my skin up, but this one's lovely. And I really like this, the concealer. The cushion applicator reminds me of the Maybelline Erase, what's it called?
The Instant Erase something.
Yeah, no, and it's lovely. So
basically it uses microspheres and optical diffusers to reduce the look of fine lines. So I don't think it's actually an anti-aging range. It doesn't necessarily have skincare benefits.
Next from Revlon, we've got some of their new Color Stay Cream eyeshadows. I bought a couple of these, so I've got the shades 715, 710, 730 and 720 here. I think the quality is good. It's not exceptional. It is not as good as the Maybelline Color Tattoo or as good as the MAC Paint Pots, but for the price, which is $99.95 each, they do a fine job. They wear well. I'm not mad about the color payoff. Isn't great. I think looking at them in the pot, I was so excited to use them, but they just they blend out. It swatches on the hand better than the eyeball.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
The formula feels very soft, kind of cream to powder too.
Yeah, no, it's nice. They're lovely, and like I said, you know, for the price point, they do a good job. But
well, considering that you can't get half the shades, and certainly none of the good shades of the Maybelline Color Tattoos in this country, then maybe they're a good drugstore alternative.
Yeah.
Also from Revlon are a few new lip products. These are the Ultra HT Gel Lip Colors. There are a few pros and cons with these in my opinion. The shade range is very pretty. Unfortunately, none of them really suit me. The nudes are just a little bit off my skin tone, but that's just me. That's not to say that they won't suit you. I really love the applicator on these. As you can see, the tube is very slimline and it comes up at an angle like that. They go on so easily. It's actually a really clever design. They're very, very creamy. They've got quite a good amount of pigment in them. They're very, very smooth. You can see that. I mean, that's how much pigment is in them. They're really strong. They're very, very creamy, like I said, and just glide onto the lips. So comfortable. My main issue with them, though, is the scent. As with all other Revlon lipsticks, they tend to have a very sickly smell that kind of sits right under your nose. And I have to be honest, I really can't wear them for that reason. It's even stronger than it is in the lip colour.
Yeah, the lip colour
HD matte.
Yeah, that colour dies. That smell dies down.
Yeah, I think because they kind of they set, whereas these don't set. The scent kind of lingers. So put it this way: if you find a colour that suits you and the scent doesn't put you off, they are amazing, but they're not necessarily for me. Also new from Revlon is this mascara. This is called the Multiplier. As you know, I'm a huge fan of the blue one, which I can't remember the name of right now. Anyway, this one's got a really, really nice tapered brush. I do have it on today. I have to say I still prefer the blue one, which I will put the name of it on the screen. I find this quite a dry formula, which normally I like, but it's kind of a little bit too dry, and as a result I find it quite spidery. So you can see like there's a lot of product that collects on the end of my lashes.
I mean, it still looks good.
Yeah, it's definitely volumizing, and if you do like spidery lashes, this is the bee's knees. I've worn it a few times. It hasn't smudged or anything like that, so I really, really love Revlon mascaras. I rate them very highly. This just isn't my favorite one, but definitely worth a shot if you, like I say, do like more of a kind of clumpy lash.
Next we have a very exciting new delivery, which is the Naked Heat palette from Urban Decay. That's what I'm wearing on my eyes at the moment. We've just filmed a tutorial, so that should be up shortly. So the palette contains 6 matte shades and 6 shimmer shades, and they are all absolutely magnificent. This is by far my most favorite Urban Decay eyeshadow palette to date. It retails for 850 Rand, and it is available now in store at the V&A Waterfront and Menlyn Shopping Centre. I'm not sure if it's going to be available online at Foschini for Beauty, but if we are able to find out, we will put information in the description box. And don't forget to check back next week for the tutorial.
Next up, I've got some things from Lancome. First up are these. These are the matte shakers. You'll know that I'm a big fan of the Juicy shakers, which came out last year. Absolutely love those. They are just such a joy to use, so much fun. This is in the same innovative packaging, although the applicator is a little bit different. It's a little bit more stiff, which I think is important because this is a matte formula. It makes putting them on a little bit more precise. So it's the same idea. It's kind of a lip tint in oil, but it dries down to not an entirely matte finish, but definitely not as glossy as the Juicy shakers. And the color is a little bit more punchy. You do get a little bit more pigment and payoff. The shades I've got here are Kiss Me Cherie and Pink Power. Really pretty, really innovative. Like I said, I absolutely love how these work, and I really like the finish. And then brand new from Lancome is a new mascara, and Lancome are known for making such good mascaras. I'm very excited to try this. This is called Monsieur Big. It has quite a chunky wand. It's one of those ones where the bristles are kind of all over the place. It doesn't have an even placement of bristles, which I think was quite good because it does tend to mean that you can grip the lash quite well. Very, very volumizing as implied by the name, so very interested to give that a try and see how it works. I have heard very good things about it so far. And then within the same range, they have also released a Monsieur Big marker, which is like a big chunky Koki pen eyeliner. It's got a slightly angled tip, so it's not just completely pointy. I think the idea behind that is that it allows you to create both thick and thin lines. Haven't tried this yet, but very interested to give that a go. As far as liquid liner goes, this is the style I would go for. I can't stand like brush tip applicators, it's just too much faff. And then there is the Monsieur Big Brow, which looks like this. It's got quite a dense, chunky brush on the one side, which I assume is to blend out the brow. And then it has a kind of medium-sized crayon on the other end. This is the shade Chestnut. It's quite creamy, so it does go on quite dark. I'd be interested to see how that works on the brow. Generally speaking, I wouldn't go for such a soft formula. They tend to come off the brow quite easily and also just go on very strong. But the tone is actually very nice. It's lovely and cool. I'll give it a shot and I'll let you know. I normally prefer a much skinnier pencil for eyebrows, but I will try it and report back.
Next we have some bits from Elizabeth Arden. I will start with the skincare. First we have the Provage City Smart Double Action Detox Peel Off Mask, which as the name would suggest is a peel off mask. So as you know, Provage is a very well respected anti-aging range, so I'm sure that this is going to be fantastic. I haven't actually tried it. I did try a little bit on the back of my hand and I peeled it off. Given that I have hairs on the back of my hand, it was quite painful. But hopefully my face will be...
So if you have peach fuzz, you're in trouble.
If you have peach fuzz, it might be a bit sore. So they say you leave it on for 20 minutes and once completely dry, peel off from the edges, use twice a week. Then, very exciting, we have the Advanced Ceramide Capsules Daily Use Restoring Eye Serum. So We recently received the facial serum capsules, which you've been using and quite like. So this is a specific one for the eyes, and they are just adorable. They are adorable.
Oh, so teeny.
Look how little they are. This is also a fantastic anti-aging range, so we will put these to the test and keep you posted. Then some makeup bits, which are delish. This.
They bring me so much joy.
This is the
packaging is insane.
This is the Forever Bronze bronzing powder. This is in the shade medium, and you open it up, and it is just delicious.
Very much a bit of a girland vibe there.
Yeah, there is a bit, eh? So there are two bronzing shades, a peach blusher and then a nice highlight shade, which could be used individually or swirled together to be used as one. So obviously they're all very complementary shades. It looks yummo.
And the packaging is...
Yeah, it's like a nice smooth little pebble.
It's like, it's soft touch but like metallic.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's
delicious.
Really gorgeous. These are some new lip oils from Elizabeth Arden. They come in these little squeezy tubes. This colour is really, really lovely. This is the shade Coral Caress. Beautiful.
Quite pigmented, hey?
Very pigmented.
Not like the Juicy Shakers, which is sort of sheer.
I thought they would be really sheer, but they're not. They actually have a nice kind of whack of pigment, and they feel really comfortable. They're super glossy on the lip. They are delicious. This purple shade is called Purple Serenity. You'd have to make it very, very sheer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to try that.
A new mascara. This is the Lasting Impression Mascara. If you followed us for any length of time, you will know that the Elizabeth Arden Grand Entrance Mascara is my ride or die. It's the only mascara that I actually repurchase time and time again. I'm wearing it today. This is a more interesting brush. It's got like a conical kind of spiral bristle placement, so we will see. I'm not sure.
It looks like a Christmas tree.
It does! It does look like a Christmas tree. I haven't seen one like this before.
We haven't been let down by the mascara before.
No,
so.
it's true. That's true. So
we'll see.
Excited to try that. And then we have the Statement Brow Gel. This is in the shade Brown.
Looks like the Maybelline one.
It does. I've been skeptical about brow brushes before, so I'm going to reserve judgment for now.
Is that blonde?
This is brown, but it looks very blonde.
I'm going to try it because I haven't gotten the eyebrow gel on. Look, it's very subtle. And again, I'll go back to what I said in a recent video. Eyebrow gel actually just doesn't work on me because there's nothing to brush through the brush and remove the pigment from the bristles. So not much happening there.
It has defined your kind of the bulb of your brow quite well.
I can feel it.
Yeah.
I can definitely feel it in my brows.
Yeah.
But it's very subtle.
Okay, well we'll let you know about that too. Then we have two eyeshadows, and this is they're sold separately, but you can buy this empty palette and put the products in like I've done. So here we have kind of more neutrals with I know, delicious.
Ooh.
Nice champagne gold.
Creamy!
Yeah. They do look absolutely delicious. I don't know if I'd necessarily wear the blue, but these four shades here, absolutely delicious, right up my alley.
This blue on the lower lash line.
Yeah.
Very beautiful. They really are creamy. There's the blue. 80s Deluxe.
Yeah, very nice. So if you're in the market for some new eyeshadows, go and give those a test.
Okay, that's everything that we received recently that we thought was interesting. All of the launch information will be in the blog post if we have it, along with prices and where to find them. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye!
Bye.